Glad to have you with us from Steel Oklahoma Stadium. We have a top 25 flag between the best teams in the sport and hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Oklahoma Cowboys. We stand with Jesse Palmer down on the side. We check in with
Coach Aaron told me pregame, one of the biggest keys in this game plan here today is their transfer running back the ball. He has been transferred and leading ACA State, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday that they use win. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will lead the way to get the start. The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. Motion from the line. On the run, it's Hawkins. Banging, swiggling, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys. What's at stake this late in the season? Really a must-win for both teams. These are the ones that get your blood moving. You get jacked up. And you don't have to say anything in the room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock. This is when you prove you're the big dog. Which is pretty cool. Finding some room. Still getting down to the 48 after the 14-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Trying play action. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds out the 29, and now they're threatening.
This offense is just so dynamic. They've got playmakers in all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here on your offense to try to slow them down.
Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pick up a 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the move. And he is just engulfed in the line of this giant defensive tackle. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long at 25, and the last thing they wanted to get knocked out of field goal range. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And the
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in the back pocket. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Oh.
And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
On the ground, it's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all in that one. It'll be no game on the play. It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere. Got stuffed on first down and second and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees and knows exactly where to go with the football. Since the receiver running and drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger to the easy situation.
It's deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. At the foot, makes the catch and he's free. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got it under the first. Got a little grass. All the way. Touchdown, Tiger. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points. Good drink of water. And maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just make the ball off and make big plays like this. And the run man doesn't make offense fun.
They get set for the point after we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. He'll start to return inside the spot. Really disciplined job finding company to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back in the offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7 and then to get a drive going here. Unloads it left. And he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in.
And the defense gets a break on that one. This guy's a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. We talked enough about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And in the drop, that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Working well behind his sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man.
And listen, I know that was a huge game. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, and here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up. He's got open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead.
Nice little zone,
And they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good these days. Seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy catch for the quarterback. And that's what it was on third and short.
It's early in the game, and his offenses try to get their rhythm. These easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain, and the chain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack, you're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
How about the blow? He delivered it, banging his way to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. You could run with that type of efficiency on first down, and you are just them.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Using his feet. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from the stick.
And it's not sexy, it's not always all the time. But this QB does such a good job picking up 45 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
And he can't get down the throw. It's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and attacks the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing the next for this defense.
And the O's will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inch. Tries to get it around. Might have a chance. He's got it up for the first down, and they roll the dice and keep this drive going. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. This time he wants to throw. Coleman's got it on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this. Quarterback is shooting. I like those touchdowns. Rodgers really short, and he gets the rest of it.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they didn't take on that extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up plays. They've got it on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer. On the line, it's Davis. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. You want to make play going easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run down on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at second and 2. They drag him down, but not before he picks up and punts his first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice.
Don't
Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off,
get the first down,
new
set of downs, let's go.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Here's the snap, catching the fire downfield. That's caught. It's more. Big play, takes it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And when
you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you, seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
One back in the backfield, he gets there. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
I think the word you're looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows. It is about being physical up front. But if this shooter's got to get that physicality, get that ground game, and a good offensive line, I think that's the best of the Clemson Tigers.
He sacked this defense all over him.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out of the locker.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose. And third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. One hit forcing that incompletion.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowboy faithful bringing it on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and will have a big fourth down coming.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing downfield. They were hoping maybe they could make somebody miss that catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about 50 plus, no problem, big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cowboys will use their first timeout.
And they'll have two left with you in the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, across the throw. Got a man, it's gone. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback. Pre-snap, post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be calling a route. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, head coach Eric Morris essentially brought his entire team from North Texas up here to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and it's a pretty good-looking team. If you take a look at the roster, and you don't have to look too much further than their quarterback, Drew Nestamaker, absolutely lit up college football a year ago. He's got so much talent, he's got size, he's deadly athletic. I don't think anybody doubts this offense is going to be electrifying right out of it.
And nobody doubts this offense from Drew Nestamaker down in this league. That dude did not start one high school football. Not a single one. To do what he did at Texas, and now to come to the Cowboys and lead a new squad with Eric Morris. I look forward to big things happening for Oklahoma State because they brought a lot of talent with the running back spot, with the receiver spot. This should be an offense that's pretty popular and ready to go.
Maybe some room here. Brought down just outside the red zone. He makes the change at 22.
And you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the best.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's Green. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and you throw accurately like that, give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of the runner. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down in a long situation.
Second down, coming up for red zone opportunity. Stepping to the right. He wants it. Knocked away, completed. Quarters get tight in the red zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber, missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
He threw it straight to him. Nigga, Hill, man.
And we've
called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the one.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole thing. You got an arm like this, and you can just boom, put it on the line. It's really nice to have.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets it across the 10 to the 11 and a fresh set of downs and the breaking through the move. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense like they had more there today.
Yeah, he's not a big fit. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out the open field as well. He shows his athleticism.
Makes the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job of seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
completion left in the second and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are.
Movement on the offensive line. It's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty.
So after that false start, now instead of second and short, you've got second and 8.
Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
You give away 5 like that's hard enough to make first down. First and 15 here.
From the gun. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Crosses the 35. They call him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. And a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, but knowing right first down there is. Great job going to get that first down, lose them down.
Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space.
Man, that's my fucking fault,
They
man.
had 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Offense changing the play. He lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Boise State taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. And it's the Broncos looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense.
Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete, left side, Coleman. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Working that wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Sends it out to Wesco. He's got it. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Barnes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? And that
Hard on the right sideline. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Cowboys will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Cowboys!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
The short hands, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, what a move. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Back to pass on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of it.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He fires one deep over the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it.
He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The Cowboys fall back on top.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And that is a massive play by the quarterback and great understanding of the situation, knowing if I can find a way to get a first down, this game is over. QB scrambles around, nobody open, David, but he does it with his legs and gets the W for his team.
And I'm not surprised whose hands they put the ball in. This is crunch time. Get the first down. This ball game is over. They trusted their quarterback, and they got it done.
To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
And, man, that is not what this defense needed. They had to try to find a way with no timeouts left. Third down, they got to get the football back, and they couldn't get in the backfield. He